My name is David Pritchard and I am an ancient historian from Australia, and it's a delight to be here at the Nantes Institute for Advanced Study for this university year. And as an ancient historian, I do research on the ancient city-state of Athens. Athens was the most important city-state in the ancient Greek world. Today, Athens is famous for the invention and the perfection of democracy. It's famous for its really fabulous culture. We shouldn't forget that the Athenians perfected democratic politics. The Athenians perfected theatre, history, literature, and the fine arts more generally. What we often forget, though, is that the Athenians also were good at other things. In particular, the Athenians were very good at waging war. Very quickly, after the big war against the Persians in the early 5th century BC, Athens became a superpower. Athens became the most powerful and successful military state in the Eastern Mediterranean. And to date, ancient historians have really not looked in detail at this military record, and that is what I do as a researcher. Here at the Nantes Institute for Advanced Study, I continue with my research on the warfare of the ancient Athenians. Here I'm writing the first ever book on the armed forces of ancient democratic Athens. That's what I'm doing here. Now, of course, in that research, one of my big ideas is the relationship between warfare and politics. So before I began my research on this topic, scholars had noted that in ancient Greece, warfare changed politics, and that was the focus of research. People took seriously the argument of the ancient philosopher Aristotle that the way you wage war has a big impact on the way you conduct politics. But it struck me about 20 years ago that the reverse relationship is also true, that how you engage in politics can really change the way you wage war. And about 20 years ago, I realized that, in fact, it was the invention of democracy in ancient democratic Athens, which was a major reason for the military success of the Athenians. So for the last 20 years, I've been investigating the way in which democratic practices, democratic ideas had a really big impact on the way that the ancient Athenians waged war. And that's really been the subject of several books of mine over the last 20 years. Now, of course, ancient history concerns a period of time that happened a long time ago. But ancient history also has links with the contemporary world. Often when we study the ancient past, we get new ideas about the contemporary world. We get new ideas for understanding the contemporary world, for conducting research on the contemporary world. And for good or for ill, for good or bad, the links between democracy and warfare are very important today. We shouldn't forget that as we speak, as I am speaking, there is actually a war in Europe. A young democracy is fighting a very serious war. As I speak, European democracies are providing military support to a European democracy under attack. And so the links between democracy and war, the question whether a democracy can be good at waging war, these are also things of real contemporary concern. And so as an ancient historian, I feel that my research on this link isn't just about the deep past, it isn't just about what happened in Greece 2,500 years ago, it's also about the contemporary world. It's research that helps us think more deeply about the important link between democracy and warfare today. And I suppose this connection between a specific field of research, this connection between research that is specialist and the contemporary world, this desire to make links between specific research and problems today, this is a major reason why I'm in Nantes. Nantes has this fabulous Institute for Advanced Study. This institute is also about making a difference for the contemporary world. The fellows here are specialists in their particular domains, but their research always touches on issues of contemporary concern. And that's a major reason why I'm here in Nantes, because it allows me to draw links about my research on the deep past and the contemporary world.